guys, it's your girl Exotical Sauce with another video. Just doing a reaction to my favorite, one of my favorites, Pop the Balloon to Find Love with Miss Arlette. And I was just doing a reaction. This episode was kind of crazy. It had the most matches that I have seen in a really long time in one show. And it was just a really nice lineup of women. The women look very pretty. The guys, they were well put together, well spoken, classy as always. So I wanted to start off by talking about the first guy. First guy was well put together, well dressed, although the women, as soon as he walked out and said that he was a truck driver and he played video games, a lot of the women just popped their balloons. But if they would have held on for a little longer, they would have saw how nice and humble he was. He was very simple guy, not really requiring that much or needing that much to be happy. He did mention that he wanted to own a lake house eventually, and he dreams of like growing old with his wife and the grandkids coming over, and it's just him in his little house on this little lake, and his wife and kids and grandkids. So I thought that was really nice. Although some of the women, they did like reject him because they heard truck driver, and truck drivers do stay on the road a lot for like days at a time. And he mentioned video games, and then some women rejected him because of his hairline. They tried to say that he looked a little older than what he was. So I mean, you know how it goes in dating, but all in all, I thought he was a nice guy, and he ended up finding a match with this beautiful Exotical in the brown dress with the ponytail. I believe they are both the same age, and neither one has children. So I really hope that they end up being a match. When she picked him, he extended his arm, and she grabbed onto his arm, like latched onto his arm in a very chivalrous, old-fashioned kind of way. It was so sweet. So I hope they end up making a match. I hope that they last. I hope that they can come back and give an update with a very happy ending. So here's where it gets interesting, right? So the second guy comes out dressed, he was kind of tall and slim, first of all, and he was dressed in like this really tight-fitting suit, baby blue color, and this granny wig and glasses. And he came out and he's, "Hi, my name is Pointer and I'm 30." And it's like, what? He came out looking as geeky as he could. And when he was up there, all the ladies, I mean, he stayed in character the entire time. I don't know how he did that. But he was low-key roasting the hell out of every last one of those ladies. Like, they were laughing at him and like saying that, "Oh, well, I can't do the wig, and he was like, "Girl, bye, all you hoes got wigs on." So I mean, you expect us guys to take you seriously and you all have wigs on? I just have a wig on like you do. I mean, it's acceptable when you do it, but it's a problem when I do it. That's kind of what he was saying. And like, they couldn't stop laughing. As soon as they saw him, they just kept popping there. They just popped the balloons. Like, all you heard was pop. And he knew that was going to happen. So he was like, "Ooh, yikes," kind of thing. And he introduced himself as like a talk show host, and that he likes the 3 E's. He likes to eat and be entertained and exercise. And he just came out with like the geekiest persona, and but he was like low-key roasting them, saying that they all have on like wigs, but he was so nice with the roasts and like the digs he took at them. I mean, if someone were to ever like roast me on a large platform, I would at least want them to be nice about it. I mean, I don't know. But like the young girl in like the pink dress, she was like 27 years old, and she is just laughing in his face like, dude, I can't do this. I swear, if I ever brought you home, my family would like clown me. And he's like, clown? Do I look like Ronald McDonald? I look like a clown? You're calling me a clown? She said, no, if I brought you home, my family would clown me. And he said, well, Arlette asked him, well, are you attracted to her? This would be one of your type. Is she your type? And he goes, well, yeah, very low key, my type. And she's like all offended, like, what, low key? Why low key? And he said, yeah, like so low key. In other words, well, since your family would clown me and ask you if you were serious if you ever brought me home, my family would clown me and ask me why the hell I brought you home. Like, so it's like likewise. So he was low key like roasting them. It was kind of funny. I mean, it was really, really funny. He's actually just trolling them. He wasn't really looking for a date. He was just up there just to be silly, you know. Obviously, of course, I don't have to tell you guys that. You could see it for yourselves that he was just trolling the hell out of them. And then the young lady in the white, the Asian lady, she is so beautiful to me. She is really, really pretty. She was actually interested in him for real. She saw how he really looked through the glasses and the wig, and so she wanted her balloon back, but he was like, no, that's okay, don't get it back, you know, you really broke my heart and I'm emotional, so you rejected me and I'm hurt. But one thing about the young lady in the white, the Asian lady, she is so gorgeous. But she mentioned that she is a traveling exotic dancer, so I could tell like she really had a like low self-esteem and like a poor self-image, like a lot of insecurities because of her job. And she might have gotten turned down in the past because of guys, and you know, their once they found out what she did for a living, she probably got rejected a lot and she internalized it. That's what I'm thinking. So during the show, she would always like pop her own balloon or just kind of like eliminate herself, because she probably is just like really afraid of the rejection. Like, you know, she doesn't want to be embarrassed or rejected, especially like on a large platform like that in front of like thousands and thousands of people. And I can't blame her, but she is just so cute and so beautiful. I just don't want that for her. She's such a beautiful exotical woman. I don't want that for my exoticals. I don't want them to have low self-image and low self-esteem. So it just kind of made me sad a little bit. I wish she just really thought more of herself than that. So then, of course, in the comments, we got a little bit of light skin hate. If you pay attention to the lady to the left of the beautiful exotical in the white, she's wearing this pink multicolored dress. She has dark long hair, beautiful body shape. She has like an hourglass shape with a huge booty or whatever. She's light skinned, she's an exotical, and she's from Somalia. And so people were in the comments saying negative things about her, about how she felt entitled to be picked, and when she wasn't picked, it humbled her a lot and that kind of stuff. So this one person is saying, someone commented before the first one saying that she was salty because some guy was talking about how melanated and beautiful the other lady in the white, there was a dark-skinned lady standing at the end who was wearing white, and they were trying to say that the lady in pink was salty when he praised her for having melanated skin, and that really was not what happened. I don't know what video they were looking at. Because even though one of the light-skinned guys did choose the beautiful dark-skinned lady that was wearing the white two-piece dress, he was not the one that praised anyone for being melanated. He actually was undecided between the beautiful exotical woman in the cheetah dress and the beautiful dark-skinned lady on the end in the white two-piece dress. And at the last second, he decided to choose the beautiful darker-skinned lady on the end in the white two-piece dress, because the beautiful lighter skinned lady in the cheetah dress, he didn't like her answer, so he just decided to go with the lady in the darker skinned woman. But the other light skinned guy that came out after him, which would be this light skinned guy right here, who was actually praising the Asian exotical woman in the white dress for how beautiful and melanated her skin color was. And nowhere in this video did I see lady in the pink multicolored dress from Somalia mocking anybody or feeling entitled to be picked, because clearly if they're all just so great, which they're gorgeous women, but apparently the dating pool is so shitty, like if they're all just getting picked, they wouldn't be on the show, none of them, the men or the women. And Being classy, being well put together, being handsome, or being pretty is evidently not enough for today's dating market. So I don't know what the fuck these people in the comments are talking about, but you see the lady in the pink multicolored dress just got accused of being shallow and colorless for nothing. Just standing there on a show, existing. She just got called a colorist in the comment section, and I don't know how many hundreds of people agree with that. So see how people just make shit up? Like, the lady was not doing anything like what they described. Like, be so fucking for real. Like, you can tell whoever that was that said that shit, they were super triggered by that woman. Her hourglass shape, her light skin, the fact that she was from Somalia triggered somebody, because they stayed talking shit about this lady. They were saying she looked old in the face, and that they were glad that the guys like humbled her by telling her she looked older than what she was. And like, what type of sick individual are you who would get, like, pleasure out of looking at someone being told that they look older than what they are, or watching someone's feelings get hurt? Like, I mean, you have to be kind of like an asshole in order to, be amused by that. If anybody light skinned would have said something about someone who's dark skinned, yeah, that was funny how he humbled her, she looked way older, and all this kind of stuff, it would be total outrage. Like, it's just crazy. The double standard is just crazy. And it was a good show. I enjoyed it. I don't know why the people in the comments were even allowed to say shit like that. I may have to email Arlette and like let her know that, listen, you have light-skinned viewers and you have light-skinned contestants, and that kind of shit is disrespectful as fuck, and we don't appreciate it. Like, respectfully, clean up your comment section, or get additional moderators to kind of watch what people say, because it's offensive, and it's not cool that stuff is just gone so long without being checked. But I really wasn't trying to turn this into that, but it always gets turned into stuff like that. Some kind of bullshit comment someone is making about somebody light skinned, usually the women, because I noticed in the comment section too that when the light skinned women were being complimented, nobody liked that compliment. But I mean, that comment. But when the dark skinned lady was complimented, it was just, hundreds and hundreds and thousands of likes, and she should have been complimented. The dark skinned lady absolutely deserved all the compliments that she got. She was absolutely gorgeous, just stunning. Her dress fit well. She was really tall and pretty. Her makeup was done well. I loved her hair. She was beautiful. But all the women are too. And that's just it. So that is my reaction of Pop the Balloon. I thought this latest episode was really, really wild and kind of silly and very funny. You should check it out. And I will see you guys next time.